Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and what we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's video, we're most likely going to go off, so you want to stick around for this one. So please make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, what was the big news that just dropped in the NBA just the other day? The news was Charles Barkley just signed an extension, I think it was with Turner Sports, for reportedly $100 to $200 million, right? He's getting an extension for his new deal. And we said, one of the reasons that everybody loves Charles Barkley, beyond the fact that he's funny, he can make fun of himself, his Southern accent, all of these different things, I think the number one reason people enjoy listening to Charles Barkley is because of his authenticity and his willingness to call it exactly like he sees it. And it seems to me there's some people really struggle with this thing. Now, JJ Redick, when he initially got into sports media, I really liked him. We even did a show about it about a year ago, talking about how excited we were to have his perspective on things. But as time went on, I quickly realized that JJ Redick is just somebody up there defending players, current and former players. That's really it. He's not really going to take a hard position because he doesn't want to, offend any of his contemporaries or, people that he used to play with. And once I understood that this guy's not really going to push a hard line and say what he really thinks, then I just knew that, okay, you know what, then you're not really telling us what you think because you're there to cover for players. And I think most people have they understand this at this point, right? So we understand that's his angle about sports. Now, recently, in fact, just yesterday on ESPN First Take, he was reacting to what happened with the Lakers, and he basically said something that absolutely triggered some people in the NBA community, but also some people in the sports media community in terms of journalists. And one of those people is Rob Parker. And he absolutely went off on JJ Redick. So for those of you who missed what Rob Parker had to say about what JJ Redick's comments, what we're going to do is play what JJ Redick actually said, and then we're going to play what Rob Parker had to say in response to that. So take a listen to that right now, and then we're going to come back and react to that. So take a listen to that.
I look at the Lakers season that we should treat this season as a celebration of LeBron's individual greatness, because he will at some point hopefully pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and become the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. And that should be what this season is about. Because spending all day, every day, talking about their deficiencies, that's not great. We know who this team is. They since they won the championship, they got in the play-in game the following season, and they didn't even make the play-in game the next season. This team has a lot of deficiencies, and this season should be about LeBron James.
Is this on? This is the reason, Chris, that my blood boils with former athletes taking over and being analysts. Some of them are very good when they're talking about the game because they've played it. But talk about tone deaf and missing the mark on the worst take. You hear me? Not the first take, the worst take on day one of the NBA season. JJ Redick, you're mashugana. You're crazy. How dare you tell fans that they should just care about LeBron and him passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and that's what the season should be about. He sounds like a guy who's never bought tickets, who's never rooted for a team. It's about winning, Chris. It always is. If LeBron gets the record during the season, we'll give him his due in his day. JJ, what do you think this is, a circus? Just look at the animals. That's all you're coming to watch. Don't worry about the final score. Really? JJ, why don't you quit that job since you don't want to critique the games and you don't want to criticize the Lakers? Give up your job and go to the Lakers, get season tickets, and applaud LeBron James the entire season. How dare you? Do you understand where the word fan comes from? From fanatics. People care about their teams, and you're telling them after game one to throw the towel in, to not care whether the Lakers win or lose? You sound like a guy who's never bought a ticket. How dare you disrespect the fans and tell them that this is what they should accept and that you don't want to talk about their deficiencies. That's what an analyst does. deficiencies, good things, bad things, indifference. You must be crazy if we're going to sit here and accept that we should just wave a flag for LeBron all year and not worry about the final score or whether the Lakers win or lose. You must be crazy. Get off that anchor desk if you're not going to do your job properly. JJ Redick, or at least refund all the season ticket holders of the Lakers their money back.
So you heard what Rob Parker had to say. And my response to that is, he is 100% correct. No lies were told whatsoever. Here's what I'm learning about this business the more and more we do it. What I'm beginning to understand is this. People will respect you if you actually say what you think, even if they disagree with you. Where people will not respect you is when they figure out that you're just really saying, you're just basically covering up for people. You're not really going to call it like it is. A lot of people enjoy the content we produce on this channel. I'll give you guys an example. But there are a lot of people that also disagree with us that still watch our content because they know exactly where I stand on particular things. And they come in here to really, debate some of the points that I'm making, right? But they know exactly what they're getting. They know I'm not up here, flip-flopping about, subject A, subject B, subject C. In the case of JJ Redick, we've understood already that he's going to defend players. How can you tell an entire fan base that, no, you know what, guys? This shouldn't be about winning. What this should be about is about one individual player. So let me ask you, how is that appealing to a prototypical Laker fan? What is a Laker fan supposed to do with that information? And he brought up a very good point, which is this. He said he sounds like somebody that has never spent money on an NBA game, on a ticket. I don't, the one thing, man, I will never understand. I will just never understand it. I will never understand the business model that says, you know what, we're going to disrespect our customers and disregard them. Why would you openly disrespect the people that are lining your pockets? In this case, the fans. Why would you do that? Where is that smart business at? Fans are the lifeblood of the sport. Yes, the players do what they do, and it's a spectator sport. We understand that. But the fact of the matter is, if people don't watch, those billions and billions and billions in TV deals are not being generated. Do you know the next deal that the NBA is about to negotiate with these networks is reportedly supposed to be worth $75 billion? Why do you think that's possible? It's possible because of the fans that tune in. The fans are the lifeblood of the sport, and you can't have people up there saying things to alienate them. That's one thing. Another thing is, what is this thing about disrespecting fans from the past and players? What is that about? I don't understand. Like, there's this kind of dichotomy that's taking place within sports and sports media that is absolutely stupid on its face. You wonder if people are actually thinking about what they're doing. I don't understand it for the life of me. I don't get it. It's straight up comedy. Because if you go into business, you would never treat your customers like that. So I don't know why you're going. To me, it makes no sense. But back to what Rob Parker said, he's 100% on the money. He's 100% on the money. And now you guys are seeing why we're trying to provide a counterbalance to these LeBron points. Because you got people like this in media. These are the zealots out there. Not really willing to say, to call it like they really see it. Too busy being PC. Oh, I got to defend this guy and defend that guy. Bro, say what you think. Nothing is going to happen. Nobody's going to come in the studio and smack you. Nothing is going to happen. Charles Barkley does it day after day after day. And that's why they're going to pay him 100, 200, 300 million. And they're not paying none of you guys that kind of money. Y'all will never get the respect that guy gets. You know why? Because Charles Barkley is willing to go out there and say what he thinks and deal with the backlash that comes with it. It doesn't matter if players respect him or not. The fans do. You know why? Because he's doing the job for the fans, for the viewing public. Your job is to produce content that your viewers want to see, not your friends. So to me, man, I think Rob Parker is 100% on the money. And what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about the comments that Rob Parker had to make there? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next episode.